Hello, 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 and welcome back to our rank ladder climb. We were supposed to start this a little bit earlier, but unfortunately, things, previous plans that I had made ran a little more than a little bit late. So, but here we are. Here we are. Hopefully, there are still actually people playing the rank ladder. That we can face up against. We're hoping to recover from that defeat that we suffered in the last game yesterday, and we also did notice that there was a new name coming into the top 100. So congratulations for them, Mr. Light and the Light Mafia Crushers Orc team. Very impressive. 14 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. It's, I mean, yeah, I guess orcs, certainly one of the more efficient teams, I think. But still, that's a crazy good record. Like, only 1 loss. But yeah. Hopefully, I'm just looking, if we just look at the team here. Our TV is starting to get pretty high. Ooh, we found our next opponent. Levelers, Dodges, what? It's a Wood Elf team, I'm pretty sure. No, Wood Elf team it is. Levelers, Dodges, good. Patrick Balcony, okay. I hope they don't dodge that good, because we're gonna be in trouble otherwise. We kind of need the elves to fail some dodges. We were kind of close in TV. Let's see. We're definitely not using any of our treasury here. So let's see. What does he have? He has a War Dancer who has he has an agility increase. So he's got, hold on, so he starts with these 3. He's got Strip Ball, Juggernaut, agility increase. Yep, so he's jumping into the cage and knocking the ball loose. Then we have sidestep, tackle, diving tackle, guard. Block, sidestep, catcher, rookie catcher. Thrower has leader and dodge, and then he's got two linemen with dodge, and then he's got 2 rerolls, 1 apothecary. Okay, and then the leader from there. How much does he get? He gets 25, which is not a lot, at all. But I think, obviously, very unsurprising that the Wood Elves team has stacked pretty much all of their SPP on the 2 War Dancers. I mean, that's kind of what Wood Elves do in rank ladder. I mean, they probably do that normally as well. We are definitely kicking here, I think. We are definitely kicking here. And then where is, we're definitely keeping the thrower out. So I think we're gonna try here something that I don't normally do, which is called let's put a shitload of guys on the line of scrimmage and see where that gets us. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. These 2 are misplaced. So you go there, and then we'll keep the dirty player guy is in the back. Honestly, I think we put, and then you're on there. You're on Go around there. And I mean, I did say shitloads, but this is not this is not as massive of an amount as one might have thought. Let's see. Let me keep him there. Yeah, I think this is. We're gonna like. It's not as massively stacked as I initially figured that I was gonna go for, but I do want to try this out. Like this sort of more heavy commitment to the line of scrimmage when we have the guard advantage. We'll see how this works out. Looks like he's going for a minimal commitment on the line. Which is, yep. So that was kind of what we were hoping to do here, is to force him to a minimal commitment on the line. Because we do just... Oh! Okay, so the ball from the kick scatters over to the catcher, who is on the line of scrimmage there. Really hope for the Wood Elf that he manages to make that 2+ with a reroll, because like getting Snake Eyes on that could be severely tragic. Yep, he's going to go for a blitz on the AV7 guy. Only gets a push. I mean, yeah, he can Juggernaut. Like the Juggernaut is on this guy is going to. Huh? Oh, never mind. Only gets a push. Like, I didn't have block and he does. Why would I think? Yeah. Why did it give me the Juggernaut there? Or why was there a Juggernaut option there? When... Does Juggernaut interact with that? Okay, he did make his 2+ dodge, no issues. Let's check. Juggernaut. On this one performs a block during a blitz. He can transfer. Over under this. Oh, never mind. That's because, like, he chose the both down, right? So then the Juggernaut asked him, do you want to consider this to be a push instead? And he was, no, absolutely not. Okay, yep, makes sense. Cool, and he managed to extricate himself. Alright, then we will follow up on that. But he does have a guard player over there. So we are definitely going heavy into contact here. Oh. Let's see if we can take him down. Down he goes. Push him there. No armor break. Move him here. He gets to stand there. You go over there. You move here. And then you there. Alright. Let's see what he does. Yep, he just runs into the back. He is stalling for time here, which is, yeah, he absolutely should do this. And he is extricating himself once again. It is essentially just, can I Oh, he's going for a 1-die? Okay, I mean, fair enough. He didn't want to, I guess, like, he would have essentially ended up in the same position regardless if he had. So, okay, I'm just trying to force him to roll dice, and hopefully he'll roll a 1 at some point. Hopefully he'll roll a 1 at some point. Put him up. Down he goes again. We do manage to get a stun this time. I mean, the tackle. Yeah, I don't think we want to risk our only tackle piece here. I'd like to leave him in contact. I was thinking about it, but I don't think that is the correct choice. I think we will just continue moving steadily, squeezing him steadily forward. Maybe get a little bit more. A little bit more aggressive. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't like this is it's a very frustrating game of Blood Bowl to play against, because like at any moment, like one of the problems that I have as a Blood Bowl coach is that I'm way too reckless for my own good at times, and yeah, sometimes like it is just the case that like wood elves that you can just go and like he just needs one single chink in the armor, and that could be enough. Okay, he takes him down with a blitz, gets us seriously hurt out of it. Just an M&G. It's entirely fine. First blood goes to the Wood Elves. But he has been targeting the AV7 guys regardless, so but now is the question of where is he going otherwise, because like he can. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna bring in an assist here so that he can get a 2-die on. Yep, there we go. Down he goes. Yep. And he obviously also gets a removal there. Yep, this is going to be a problem. Like if the elves keep removing me, and my Mighty Blow does nothing, that is going to be a problem. Did he... No, he didn't use it. He didn't use a reroll for that. No real point. No real point. Right. I mean, I can get to his, like, I can get next to his ball carrier, but that achieves not much. That achieves not much. That achieves not much. Yeah, I think we go for... Come on. No. No. Of course not. Of course not. Not even with the reroll. That would have been too convenient. That would have been too convenient. Yeah, I think at this point we just accept the fact that we're not going to stop him from scoring, and now we just need to try and hurt the elves. Down he goes. No armor break. He is advancing rather cautiously. Yeah, again, it is against elves, the best strategy generally is to try and remove them and try and force them to make a bunch of rolls. We are forcing them to make a bunch of rolls, but unfortunately so far they have not failed anything. They have not failed anything of consequence. And they have managed to get, like, 2 removals when they have no Mighty Blow, and we have Mighty Blow, and the best we have is a stun. Yo, just... not much I can do here if the game decides that he doesn't fail anything. He doesn't fail anything, and I don't get to... I don't get to take him down. Okay, Ogre moves. We are actually... I'll go for the thrower. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Just a stun. Just a stun. Just a stun for now. Really? Okay, we at least managed to argue the call. Managed to at least argue the call on a 6. But like... AV7. We got a bunch of assists. He's got a niggle on him. Surely, with Dirty Player, we can actually do something better than just a stun. Oh, come on! Well, we're committed to this whole fouling the thrower, so... There we go. Alright, so that's fine. That is fine. Now, we need to hope that we do damage on the line of scrimmage. But that is at least one reroll out of his hands. Obviously, it's a case of, well, I mean, he didn't need to use any rerolls, like, in the last half, so maybe he doesn't need to use any rerolls this half either, which is, yeah, fair. That could be the case. But hopefully we manage to at least force him to use a couple of rerolls. Gets him another niggle as well. I mean, he's probably gonna keep the thrower. I could see him recycling it, but I would see him recycle it. So depending on how much damage we can inflict here on the line of scrimmage, as well as then like at the start of the next half, we could either go for a quick attempt to go for a quick score and then for a win, or just aim for the 1-1 draw. But he is very good, like his team is very good at trying to pop the ball out. Unfortunately, like for whatever reason, he's just thinking quite hard apparently of where to kick the ball. I don't know why. But yeah, I think like just genuinely taking the thrower off the table, because like that does get rid of one of his rerolls. He already had a niggle on as well. Like he was the most likely target. Like he was the biggest value target that we managed to get down. High kick, sure. Go on under it, and he manages to catch it. Wonderful. Okay, so hopefully we can do damage here. That is not damage. Certainly is not damage, that one. What about over here? Okay, so that is at least down elf. Gets a stun. which is not good enough. Right. Punch. Alright, that's a downed elf. Wonderful. This is a 3-die here. Only pushes. Follow that up. Go for a blitz here. Double skull. Rerolled into a POW. Yeah, he's actually... Follow that up. KO. Okay, KO. KO. Rightio. We're not taking any GFIs since we don't have any. Might as well go for the Vanity Pass, I think. Like, just try to get some SPP on the thrower. Oh, come on. No. No. Apparently, oh, he manages to get it to to one of the catchers, but then even with the catch, he flops it. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully that's that draws away. We did manage, the KO did manage to stick, so that is something. That is something. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 elves versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of us. So, not great being outnumbered by the elves. Not great at all. But, hopefully we'll manage. Hopefully we will manage. We'll keep the 2 blitzers in the back here, just in case there's like a... Just in case there is a blitz. And I think otherwise we're fine. Fine with this particular position for our players. Okay, changing weather. Just perfect. Cool. And that is out of interference range for the Wood Elves, which is wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. He could... Yeah, no. I was thinking that maybe there could be something. But yeah, we're definitely gonna try for we're definitely going to try for ooh, there we go. There we go. That's a removal of an elf, broken arm, passing ability. I mean, yeah, definitely not using the apple on that. Then what? I think we move the blitzer there just to... we're not taking that 2-die yet. I think we're actually taking this. Push, push. Sure. Pull that up. Double skull. Into a push. Not the best. Not the best. 3-die block with the ogre. Down goes. Move forward. Pull that up. Armor break for a stun. We move. We're not going to be fouling, I don't think. We move him just to cover. And then we'll move you there because we want to take a shot at the dodge player here. And only manage a push. Unfortunate. Well, we got 1 removal, 1 stun. 1 removal, 1 stun. Can we manage to pick up? We managed to pick up just fine. Still make sure that we're not even in him. Just tagging the thrower. which we are not, so keep him in the back there. But yeah, that's 3 elves out. He's going in aggressive, as he should. He's playing wood elves after all. I think the interesting question is, where is he going to be blitzing? I don't think he's going to be committing to try and like take the block there. Yep, he's just going to go for the bodyguard. That's the outlier. Down he goes. No armor break. And then he moves there. He moves there. And I mean, he moves that to cover. Yep. Yep. All of that makes sense. Yep. And then he dodges away. Cool. Cool. So, thrower just moves forward. You are definitely standing up and not dodging anywhere. And then, let's see here. Ogre. That's unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. Which means that we need to put those as our particular yeah, that sucks. Bad timing, Mr. Ogre. Bad timing, Mr. Ogre on the Bonehead. Not sure if there's really a good timing for that, but that one was a bad timing. Where does he? I think he goes here. Then we do this. Manage a push. Only manage a push. And you run over there. And we will take this one die here. Both down. And a stun. So, picks up the Wood Elf lineman. Welcome. Sorry, I was concentrating on how to best beat some elves. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Andy Davo. And Pitpad. Welcome. Leones, Rochelle. Welcome. We are currently playing some Imperial Nobility in the... and he does manage to take him down with the 1 die, which is... Yep. That is what he does with the Wood Elves. Because the Ogre decided that he didn't want to move in the correct position. Bounce goes to... That's a pretty good landing spot for the bounce. Pretty good landing spot for the bounce. But yeah, the Ogre not moving was a real pain in the ass. Yep, he marks him. Makes sense. Right, he doesn't have sidestep on this guy. He goes for the pickup, and he manages it. Of course he manages it, even in 3 tackle zones. But then he managed to snake eyes that. Does manage to catch that. Okay. Roller coaster of emotions right there. Real roller coaster of emotions. How do we do this? I mean, that is a 2-die, because that's a catcher, right? Yep, they're strength 2. They are strength 2, so hopefully... the thrower is definitely not going anywhere. With that being said, neither are you, so I think we start with this block. Okay. I mean, not okay, but... Would definitely want to do it with the Blitzer, because he has... But we can get... We do this. Can we get a POW? We can't get a POW. We follow that up. Which is only a 1-die. It's only a 1-die. We're gonna have to trust the ogre here. That's not great. Should have taken the 1-die with the reroll. Yep, I'm just playing poorly. Like, okay, it was a 1-die, sure. I've got tackle, I got block, he does not. Should have just taken the 1-die with the reroll. Instead of going for a 2-die block with the ogre. Yeah. I was just being greedy, thinking that, okay, the ogre just manages a push there, and then that means that we get the wrestle guy free, and then we can get a 2-die on there. And I think that is, unfortunately, that means, like, the elves are gonna score. Like, there is nothing we can do about this. Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, you don't generally count on a 2-die failing, but... yeah. Bad play. Yeah, the ogre, unfortunately, not really doing his job in this game. Like, he went stupid on a very bad timing. He went stupid on a very bad timing, and that meant that he could get a 1-die on our ball carrier, regardless of what we did. Right, so we are gonna... Obviously, we're gonna pursue here. Before we make that blitz. But yeah, he is, like... Unless he gets really unlucky, he is going to be scoring. He is going to be scoring the 2-0. We've not done any damage really to the team, and we managed to only get a push there as well. Only get a push there. Stand up the ogre because, well, that doesn't cost us anything. Go and cover that. And then, best we can do is to try and get the thrower in the way, and then this blitzer. Yep, we're definitely rerolling that GFI to get that tackle in there. But yeah, I mean, we've surrounded him, but he's a wood elf. Wood elves are super slippery. I just can't believe that I went for the 2-die with the ogre instead of just the 1-die when I had the reroll even there. Yep. I think that the frustration of getting outbashed by elves, like, I think that got to me. Okay, goes for the 1-die. With the blitz, yep, manages to get him out of the way, which just means that he just needs to move out of the way, and that's a 2+. 2+, no reroll. No reroll because we did get our tackler there, but he makes the 2+ anyway. Is he going to be stalling is the question. Is he going to be stalling, or is he just going to be running it in? Like, I don't really see a reason for him to stall. Yeah, just running in the 2-0 pretty much guarantees that he is winning this. So, yeah, but that was bad play. Bad play. We don't get our KO back, neither does he. So it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players. 8 players versus 5, and then... yeah, 8 versus 9. So, once again, as I said, getting outbashed by the elves. Not great. And there's no way that we're going to be scoring 2 touchdowns, so this is going to be a loss, unfortunately. The real question is, can we get some SPP by hurting some elves? Can we get some SPP by hurting some elves and potentially scoring a touchdown? Who is... now we essentially look at... okay, timeout. So that eats a turn as well, so that's not great. We're out of rerolls as well, so this could get tragic very quickly. I think we move there, follow that up. Only a stun. Only a stun. Punch him. Yeah, we'll just take the push there. We'll just take the push there. I think, honestly, we'll take the blitz here with a mighty blow. Down he goes. Follow that up. Manage a KO, which is not SPP, unfortunately, but we do get to go over there, which means the ogre gets a 3 die. Down goes elf. Get some SPP. We kind of... and a KO. Okay, so we get removals, but we don't get any SPP. I mean, surely you're not appoing that KO, right? Like, I don't think there's any point in him doing that. I think he's just essentially, he's gonna probably just clear the way. Or keep out of the way. Maybe snipe. Like, maybe snipe at me to try and get some SPP himself with the blitzes, but yeah, let's look. Who do we want the touchdown on? Bodyguard. Like, he'd need 2 SPP. He'd need 2 SPP to, like, in addition, or 1 SPP somewhere to get himself a level. We could give it over to the 0 SPP guy, but then, like, we only have 2 turns, so let's not worry about that at this particular moment. I don't think. I think we just move our lads here forward just to make sure that we're gonna be in, like, semi-good position to score with as many players as possible, and we'll figure out. I mean, he could, again, like, there's no guarantee that he is just going to, like, stay out of my way. So he could just, like, he could actually try and stop me, like, but, yeah, I think he is just essentially going to, just move out of the way. Right. With that in mind, who would we want the score on? Maybe this blitzer, because, like, we don't really. No, I think it is this. I think it is this bodyguard. I think it is that bodyguard who we want to be the recipient of this particular touchdown. We're just gonna move on the assumption that he might still, like, if we make it too easy for him to disrupt our scoring, we're gonna move on the assumption that he will attempt it, just because, like, you know, touchdown differential might matter somewhere, might not. Don't get a blitz in, which is fine. Well, it's not fine, but it is what it is. We will at least go for the vanity pass. Come on. Nope. Did not manage. Did not manage it. But it is gonna be a... Yeah, 3+ pickup. 3+ pickup with the bodyguard. Now the reason we're doing it with bodyguard rather than like trying to get it on a blitzer or anything is just because like the bodyguards are so hard to level otherwise. Like they need random. He does manage to make the pickup at least. So no vanity pass SPP, but the touchdown does go to the correct player. Okay. And he gets his KOs back. I don't get my KO back. We are, I think... just going to do that. And then... like, I don't... do we do that? Can he one turn? He can one turn. He absolutely can one turn with the, in which case the Imperial Retainer is not staying there as much as we would like him to. So, thrower over there. Actually, thrower goes over there. Blitzer goes over here. Switch these around, I think. I don't think this setup particularly matters, like in the back here, but we are doing this, so he should not be able to one-turn touchdown here. He should not be able to one-turn touchdown here. But yeah, again, I played badly in this game. I got frustrated. And I played badly. And my opponent did deserve to win. The dice didn't go. Like, I don't think either of us got like super lucky on the dice, so it definitely wasn't a dicing or anything. But yeah, I just played poorly, and that frustrates me as a coach. So because like I really should be playing better. Okay. He seems to have lost connection on the kick, but it's a high kick. And I don't think he particularly set up for... I don't think he's particularly set up for... what's it called? For a one-turner. There we go. Opponent trying to reconnect. He gets to choose who goes there. Don't know why he was the lineman chosen there. Down he goes. Sure. Next to blitz there. Surprisingly doesn't use the team reroll. Yep, doesn't go for a pass either. Alright. Well, no permanent damage. No permanent damage to the team, which is good. But yeah, not a great start to the stream. Starting with a loss. But hopefully we can rebound from here. Hopefully the MVP... The MVP went to the bodyguard who managed the touchdown, so that is good. That is good. MVP for him went to a random lineman. But yeah, that is... So we had... He is just MNG, there was no permanent injury there. This is definitely going to be another guard. Definitely going to be another guard. And... yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say we're happy with that particular, like, with how that game went, but that was mostly, I'm not happy with how I played it, rather than rather than anything else. Could have played it better, and if I had played it better, I would have probably at least gotten a draw out of it. Alright, on to the next one, hopefully. Yeah. Wood Elves are... I would say that they're fairly tough matchup for, I mean, especially Wood Elves that have, like, have a Juggernaut, and then a guard, sidestepping, diving, tackling, like, War Dancer. And then, like, that is a combination that Imperial Nobility is kind of bad at dealing with. Obviously, again, had the Ogre moved instead of gone dumb, that would have, it would have essentially made it, I think it would have made it probably impossible for him to get, like, because I would have put 2 guard on the corners, and then the Ogre would have been, like, on the left. Right? Okay. No. I would have essentially done the sandwich, and then the Ogre would have been probably in the front, and then would, like, regular players would have covered the back from any guard shenanigans. So yeah, like, he wouldn't have, like, he would have had to go for a 2-die uphill on the ball carrier had the Ogre not gone dumb. And then obviously, like, the 1-die could have gone either way. But we have another elf coach, this time Dark Elves rather than Wood Elves. Dark Elves being, I feel, a better matchup because they are not as slippery with the like, they generally don't maybe have as much dodge as Wood Elves. And obviously they don't have a player that has the caliber of a War Dancer. But we shall see what this team looks like before we make too proud of a judgment. Haven't played this matchup before with Imperial Nobility into Dark Elves. 2 elves, 1 touch. Albertop. Alright. The name at least doesn't ring any bells. Let's see. What does... Ooh. Okay, so we get 25,000 in inducements. What does his team look like? He has Block Tackle on a Witch Elf. He has Wrestle on a Witch Elf. Blitzer Dodge. Blitzer nothing. Blitzer Guard Dodge. Dark Elf Lineman Dodge Kick. Dark Elf Lineman Sneaky Get Dirty Player. Okay. Dark Elf Lineman with Dodge, and then a Dark Elf Lineman who managed to random a block. This looks like a solid team. I am slightly surprised that there is no Assassin, because again, Assassins got better, and I think, like, having one in a Dark Elf team is at least my preferred way of rostering Dark Elf teams, but we'll see. 10 victories, 1 draw, 3 defeats, so he probably knows what he's doing. We are just gonna get ourselves an assistant coach and be ready. But yeah, haven't played this matchup before with Imperial Nobility, but, like, just on paper, I think this is a better matchup for Imperial Nobility than the War Dancers, just because of the fact that, well, the War Dancers kind of negate at least parts of the like, parts of the whole fend stand firm span that you have going on. So, like, the ability to just leap is incredible in that situation. Right, he has chosen to receive, which we like that. We probably would have wanted to kick anyway, so that's fine. We now have 3 bodyguards with kick, and then no kick, 3 bodyguards with actual guard. So who are we staffing on the line of scrimmage? Noble Blitzer over here, definitely there. You go there, and then the dirty player guy gets to be. He has no guard whatsoever, so I think we are going to just put ourselves scrummed up here in the middle, and essentially dare him to come and take a swing. Have not, like, I have played Dark Elves quite a bit myself. Have never gotten myself a Sneaky Get Dirty Player lineman. And I'm pretty sure he chose both of those skills, so he didn't random any of them. So that's 110. Like, if this player gets, like, removed from the pitch because of a foul, that is 110 value player gone. Contrast that with the, like, with my dirty player, who, I mean, he is... So he's 45 base, and he chose block, so he is 65, and then we managed to random him the dirty player, which is why he's still around. So he is 75, and he's got both block and fend, which makes him useful. Like, obviously he doesn't have sneaky git, which is the downside here, and he will not get sneaky git, pretty sure. But yeah. Not sure on, like, honestly, I think if you're gonna go for a Fowler with a Dark Elf team, either you random for it, like you random at least one of them, right? Like if you get a random dirty player, because like you want to random generals anyway in case like you manage to get something like wrestle or block, and then that's already good. But if you manage to random a dirty player, yeah, then you can pick up the sneaky git, I think, or just keep it as like as a cheap. Well, cheap, 80,000, but like still cheap-ish Fowler. Is he forgetting a blitzer? Sure, hopefully he's not forgetting a blitzer. Like, does he not realize that he has a blitzer on the... Yep. Okay, so that is one of the blitzers on the bench, and that is one of the things that... timeout. Okay, so he loses a turn on his drive. So we're starting at turn 2 as well. Yeah, that is one of the things that I have cocked up more than once, is that I have not realized that not all of my positionals are actually on the on the field. It's an easy mistake to make, I think. Down he goes. We're not gonna fend you because we want you to step forward. Alright, gets a stun. Entirely fine. Takes a block there. This one we're gonna fend. That one we're gonna fend for reasons... like, I think essentially what we want is to... We're definitely fending this as well. We want to sort of force him... Like, because the Witch Elf currently is exposed. And obviously he's going to blitz this guy, and then he's going to... then he's probably going to, like, surround the Witch Elf so that we don't actually get a swing at her. Because, like, that is a Witch Elf, like, with the tackle, like, block tackle, and she's got a niggle on her. That is a prime target for both, like, us blitzing her and fouling her as well. Okay, so he is going for that, which is an interesting choice. We're definitely fending that so you don't just get a free second hit there. Only gets a push. Takes the both down, I assume. Yep. He has block and I do not. And down he goes. But he leaves the other Witch Elf now to take the hit in the place. And we can still get an easy 2-die. Like, just by applying guard, we can get an easy 2-die on the Witch Elf here. And I think that is what we're going to do. Unless... obviously depends on, like, how else he's going to move. Like, I'm going to assume that this lineman here is going to move to protect the Witch Elves. No, he's gonna go over there. This lineman is gonna screen on there. This lineman is going to... So he's gonna move over there to screen him, and then he's gonna go for a foul on the... Okay, and for whatever reason, the MNG on the guy showed up before he had actually done the foul. Does not roll a double on the injury, so no ref interference. Okay. Yep, as Pitbat, by the way, said, any viewers who have not yet joined or gone for the Orca-Cola Championship should absolutely apply. I have been playing there for many a year now. since Blood Bowl, like since the Blood Bowl Chaos Edition, the first one, and then had a lot of fun in there. So absolutely can, like, if anybody wants to go and join a league where I think, like I've had at least personally a lot of fun, like can recommend. So let's see who. I think we are just gonna go. First things first, we want to see how this blitz goes. We are definitely taking a swing at the Witch Elf, who is exposed, and down she goes. Down she goes. No armor break. Okay. We're just gonna move you there. Actually, no, we're not, because with the Witch Elf going down like that, and the Ogre refuses to move. That's... Come on, Ogre. So, that's slightly unfortunate. We're not going to go for foul on the Witch Elf. We are not going to go for a foul on the Witch Elf. We'll move you there. And then you are going to move over there. And then I think you're just going to move over here. Come on, Ogre. You're better than this. You're absolutely better than this. Good evening to you, Lady LaFay. I've been in OCC one season, but too many leagues for me at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. Absolutely, like, Blood Bowl should not interfere with, like, the running of your regular life. So, if you're already in other leagues, then by all means, like, we're not trying to pressure anyone into joining who doesn't have the time to do that. But it is for at least those who think that they have the time for a league. It is, personal recommendation, like, it is the best league that I have ever been a part of. I haven't been a part of, like, too many leagues. Like, I kept it, like, even at my craziest, I think I was, like, in 3 leagues at a time. Like, 3 weekly leagues was the most that I decided to do. Okay, he goes for a blitz on the left. Does manage to take down our bodyguard there. No armor break. I wonder if he's going to shift to the left. He is... It is sort of looking like he's going to shift there. Yeah, I mean, there are some people... There are some people who can manage a lot of Blood Bowl weekly. But I think I found it like even 3 was a stretch with like how my otherwise like my private life was going and like my job and everything like that. So like 2 for me was the standard, and currently I'm only sitting at 1 league, which is the OCC. But I do think that there's this, like, having been a part of it, like also in the like in the when Blood Bowl 2 released, having been there at the start, like with the seeding tournament then, and then like the seeding tournament now, I do think that there's this sort of, I mean, calling it magic is more than slightly corny, I think, and cliche, but I do think that there is this sort of like a special sort of like a feel to it when it is like the first couple of seasons. So I think this is exactly like prime time to get your team in OCC if you're thinking about it, and if you think you have the time for it as well. He is definitely going for a gang foul on the bodyguard, which makes sense. He gets 3 assists in there, and hopefully nothing bad happens. And if you know, roll a double on the injury, please, is something. Manages a stun. No ref interference. Okay. Alright, Ogre, could you please Alright, the ogre moves. That is good. Definitely picking you up. You're not going to be dodging anywhere because you're a lineman, and we don't generally dodge too much anyway. So, how are we? I think we're going to go put a guard over there, because now we get a 2-die on the witch elf over there. But before we actually go and do any such nonsense yet, definitely want to move all of our players that we want to in position. So how are we doing this? So we have this guy still left. We've got this guy still left. I think you just go over there. I'm just thinking, do I want to... Like, leaving the guard guy open is not really... Like, open to move. Not the greatest. So I think we're moving this bodyguard over there. This bodyguard gets to move over there. And then what about over here? I think you go and tag the witch elf. We are kind of putting all of our eggs in one basket here, I think, which is not great. And I think we're just gonna take this. And down goes the witch elf. Please be a removal. That would be really helpful. Nope, not even an armor break. Not even an armor break. Oh, that was bad. Like, that Noble Blitzer is probably getting surfed now. That was actually bad. Should have just taken the GFI to take a step back, I think. I mean, we have 3 rerolls. We haven't used any of them, so... So it is going to be, if he goes for it, I mean, he can get the guard player over there, like, with just a dodge. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Salamander, hello. Where can you learn about the OCC? I would imagine that there is, Yep, thank you, Pitpad. Well done. There is the link to the Orca-Cola site, and from there, there is very active forums for the Orca-Cola Championship League, and there is, like, other things in there. Like, it's not just about, like, the matchday posts as well. Like, there is, for example, like, there are team blogs that people update. There are people, like, other than myself, there are other streamers who also play in the league, so they keep, like, a streamer update thing going on in the forums over there as well. So, but yeah, the Orca-Cola forums is the primary sort of information hub for the Orca-Cola League, unsurprisingly, I would say. Yeah, it's even if you don't actually join up in the league, it's a very good place, like, just to go there and find information. Like, if you want to just follow along of, like, a particular, like, streamer, for example. Like, for example, there is the Spider, is I think a well-known sort of a streamer of Blood Bowl as well. And obviously, like, Andy Davo at least said that he was going to be joining. I assume that with this new move that he's going to be joining for the season as well. So you can find all of that stuff in there. And as I said, like, people actually do team blogs. Some of them are, like, kind of roleplay team blogs, and, like, from in-universe perspective, some of them, like, have just like a written down report and like status report on, like, how the team is doing and all of that. But yeah, he, instead of going for the left here, he has decided to switch on over, which makes sense. He goes for the 1-die there, and we are definitely just going to be stand firming there. We are, like, even with him here, like, we can fairly easily, well, I say fairly easily, but the definitely need to get rid of this lad. So unfortunately, but yeah. So what we need to do is we need to get this guy open, because then he can go for, like, he does need to make a 3+ dodge, which is unfortunate, but that is the first concern that we do, which is take this 2-die block. Alright, down goes the lad, which also means that we can push him there. We will do nothing, and then we will push you there. Follow up, because that should mean that we are in. So instead of doing the dodge, we can go for. Yeah, I think that is actually better. Instead of going for the dodge, we do 2 GFIs here, and then we can do 2 GFIs to get a 2-die there. And that, I think, is what we need to do. So we're not going to be taking any other blocks anywhere else, so we are just going to go straight to the point. And then 2-die. That is not what we were looking for. I don't think the wrestle is good enough here. But we do manage to push him next to the sideline. All right, now we can take some blocks for trying to get some damage in there. Can we free up anyone else is the question, and I don't think the answer. Yeah, the answer is probably not. We are gonna go and Ogre, try and bash his head in. Ed successfully bashed. Follow that up, I think. Down he goes. We could go for a 3+ dodge here, which would open him up. How's that? That's just a 1-die. We do have block, and he does not. I think we go for this, except that the thing is that, like, it still doesn't give us a 2-die here, and even if it does, we probably only get a. Okay. So how does he can easily get some help over there. So who are we? I think we're gonna try and make this dodge. And we do manage it. Then that means it's still a 2-die uphill. This is, however, a 2-die. And okay, we just stay put here. And I don't think, yeah, that's a 2-die uphill. That would just be a 1-die. So we're not taking any of those blocks. We are at least putting pressure on the guy. So he's hopefully he is going to be forced to score early here. I will consider it, but seeing as how I'm in California, I don't know if I'm going to play on European friendly time. In general, I'm able to play at like 7 p.m. PST, which pretty good. Yeah, it's it is definitely some it should be noted, yeah, that it's a Europe centric league. So if you think that is going to be an issue for you, that is a fine thing to, like, that is an entirely reasonable a reason not to join up. But yeah, it is how would you say, like, there are definitely, like, people from North America who are in the league, like, no question about that. And unfortunately, down he gets the bodyguard there with the Witch Elf Blitz. I'm gonna assume he just walks it in now. Yep, he does, which does leave us 4 turns to equalize. Yeah, 3 a.m. in London is is probably not going to make it work. It is like one of those things where, like, I think that might work if you schedule it to like weekends pretty exclusively, like that probably would work better than like trying to get that done on a weekday. But it is one of those things where like one of the rulings on is that like it should be European, like you should be giving multiple days of European friendly times like as a preference. Therefore, any sort of okay, we didn't get this game played because we just couldn't find a time slot to like do it in, like is gonna be against you like from the admin point of view, because you know it is European friendly times as the standard. So yeah, but yeah, it's definitely should, like, if Andy and Spider and other streamers are like, there's definitely like it's gonna be 9 games in a season, and then like depending on how well you do, you go up and down in the divisions, with like there being a championship division. This being the first season of Blood Bowl 3, so things like teams are very fresh at the moment. And there are going to be like a bunch of, because of the freshness of the teams, I feel that there's going to be a lot more maybe instability than with like more developed teams later on. I am definitely going to also be like not just going to be streaming my own games. I did it for the seeding tournament as well, but I am going to be if I don't have my game on a certain weekday, and I don't like if I'm not streaming like another game or like my ranked ladder, and I manage to see that, oh, there's like an interesting game going on in a division that's not my own, or a division like my own division, I am going to be on the lookout for that. So even if you just want to follow it from the sideline, there are going to be like several streamers who you can follow and still at least get at least a little bit of a glimpse into the league. Because it is, I have found it, like, out of the leagues that I have played in, I have found it to be, like, the most competitive, like, at the higher echelons of things. I haven't been to the championship myself. Like, the best I ever managed in Blood Bowl 2 was Tier 1. Which is like the one just below the championship. I am definitely aiming for the championship, like trying to get there, and like the goal is to win the league, because like if I do that, I get bragging rights, and that is essentially what you get for it. And like bragging rights are very important for me as a person, so that is the aim. But yeah, there's definitely going to be, I think, like streamers that you can follow if you just want like a tiny bit of glimpse to see how, like, what the league looks like and that sort of stuff. So, and I mean, I'm sure that everybody in the OCC like appreciates like any sort of support, like even just like interest from outside the league, like just getting, like, if there are streams like streaming OCC and Blood Bowl in general, like that's always good. Like, nobody's gonna say that like, yeah, you should absolutely join the league. But if you don't think that you can acclimate yourself to the league. So, but yeah, I'm sure that like if there are any other more pertinent questions, like Pitpat is one of the big dogs in the league, and like the forum does have like its section for rules and how the whole tournament functions. And we have actually, like, on this channel, we did stream the like a sort of how does the seeding and division placement and all of that work. And we have also done for the upcoming season, not with the new arrivals, but we did do like about more than a 5-hour long stream, just as a, okay, how are all of these divisions looking? Like, are they looking like which teams do we think is gonna win? Like, we did do that sort of stream. So if you're interested, there's definitely that content as well. But I will try to now actually focus on playing the game, because if I don't focus, I'm gonna run out of time, and I'm gonna start playing even more poorly than I already have been. So we managed to stun Dark Elf lineman on the line of scrimmage. Kick is over there. He doesn't have Juggernaut, so we don't really need to be afraid of the Frenzy, like, getting us off there. But I think we're gonna pivot to the left here, because, well, we want to be blitzing the Witch Elf, rather than any of these lads. So First off, we're going to punch here. I mean, not great, but I mean, we got wrestle, so at least it's not a turnover. Then we have a 2-die to take over here. Only a push. Not what we were hoping to see on the line of scrimmage there, but I'm sure that we'll attempt to work through it. Ogre does manage to function. He does not decide to be a dum-dum, so that is always appreciated. We do want, before we forget, we are definitely bringing this guy over to cover. We're not going to be taking any furtive fouls here. Right. We are, how are we looking at? So can he, yeah, he can't reach back there. That is good to know. But we are going to move you over there. I think you are going to move over there as well. This blitzer is going to stay here for the moment. Then we're going to take the 2-die on the Witch Elf. Down she goes. Follow it up. And we manage to stun. Wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely brilliant, in fact. That is not where we're going to put you. Alright, so I think before we move him, let's see if we manage to pick up. Alright, managed to pick up. Wonderful. So, where is... Yeah, I think if we should be fairly safe if we just move slightly forward and to the left here. But before we think that we are just going to accept that we're probably safe, I think we just bring him here. I think we just bring him here instead. I was thinking of just launching him forward to have more of a scoring threat possibility over there, but I think that protecting the ball from a potential like counterattack is probably better overall. But yeah, he is pulling back. He is pulling back from the right side there. Because he knows that I'm not going to be scoring. I'm not going to be scoring the touchdown. Like on my next turn, as I don't have anybody in scoring range. And then it becomes interesting. What does he actually do? What does he actually do? Like he can take a 1-die. Like there are several 1-dies he can do, but he decides to okay, and he's going after the Mighty Blow guy, and he manages to take him down. And does manage to take him down with the Witch Elf, which does then lead up to a 2-die on the bodyguard there, which is why it was, I think, pertinent that this blitzer stayed to cover, because if he manages to take that down, then he can dodge the blitzer here and like come and annoy me, which would be bad. Down goes the bodyguard. Stand firm. Manages a stun, which is annoying. But he is leaving his like right side entirely open. Obviously not the best, because like neither of our blitzers are gonna be over there in scoring range. But we can definitely get like at least like these 2 bodyguards. If things stay as they are, they can definitely get within scoring range over here. And he fails a dodge there, rerolls it. Yeah, I mean he's got 3 rerolls. He has 3 rerolls, so why not? Right. What about... And he also dodges him away. Okay. Okay. So how do we do this? I think... Ogre fails to function. Okay, that's not great. That is not what we wanted. Guess we just need to do this, I think. please manage to take down, and it's not. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have rerolled that. Maybe I should have rerolled that, but so we are definitely getting you within scoring range here, and that is within normal scoring range. And then let's see. So if they take him down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we need to make 1 GFI. We need to make 1 GFI. Because he doesn't have Juggernaut at least. We're not going to risk another one, I don't think. So we are going to move... We're going to move you there. He is not going to be scoring. Do not need to worry about that. We do need to worry about him potentially getting to our ball carrier here. So we're putting you there, and then I think you go over there, and then what? I think that doesn't really help anything there. I think we just go for this dodge. Yep, we're definitely re-rolling that. Just trying to get him as well into scoring range. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I think we take this. We take that GFI, yep. And then would have really liked this ogre to have actually functioned and tagged some of those players. Let's do that. Let's do that rush. Okay. And then can we get him over there to tag the guard guy? No, we're not. We're not re-rolling that failed dodge, and he stuns himself. That's okay. Okay, right. So we do have at least 2 players. Technically we have 4 players who are capable of scoring. But if we're putting it in the hands of either of the Imperial retainer linemen, then I think things have gotten rather desperate. But yeah, we could use, like, if we can get a big turnover here for our opponent, then yep, he's putting in the tags. He's not going to be. I don't think he's blitzing the Imperial thrower or the bodyguard. I think he's just gonna go for the blitz over there. I was thinking that he might go for the 1-die. By bringing like this blitzer here, and then he gets, then he could get a 1-die there, but does not seem to be the case. Brings the witch elf over to help. It is for the new season, so the first season of Blood Bowl 3 for the OCC League is about to start. And it is going to be a season where you play, you're going to be in a division of 10 coaches. So you'll be playing 9 matches, everybody you play once. And at the end of that, the best of the lot will get to promote. And then, obviously, since if you're a new sign-up, you're not going to be getting demoted from the lowest, but you're going to stay there. Which, I mean, you might prefer that you actually stay down there, in the sense of, like, you could get some decent development. He goes for the blitz on the guy who's the closest, and he takes the both down because he does have wrestle. But that does mean that he's in range of scoring with that. But I'm surprised that, like, he has two, and I'm also very surprised that he didn't decide to go for a foul there. But, like, he had 2 rerolls, and that was a 2-die block, so I imagine that he would be going for that he'd be going for the for a reroll there. And then this blitzer doesn't really achieve anything. Oh, and he tried to dodge into 2 tackle zones to annoy the thrower there even more. Okay, right. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to clear these elves off of our thrower. That is what we need to accomplish first. And we managed a KO on the witch, like the tackle block of witch elf. So that's a good removal. Yep, most of the realm can be found where Javelin linked you. It's currently quite empty, but yep. Then let's take this 2-die block. Push is fine. Just get him out of the way. Right, so yeah, it is this guy who is our best hope of making that score, because this guy is double marked. This guy is marked 1, but is he though? Like, so what do we need here? We need, it's gonna be a 1-die. It's gonna be a 3+ dot. No, actually, like it is this Imperial lineman who is our best hope, I think, because we can just get a 2-die here. Obviously he needs needs to make the 4+. But we have a team reroll for that, so hopefully. Guess we're putting it in the hands of the Imperial lineman after all. Come on, 4+. No, that's a 3. That's a 4. That was our last reroll, and we do have 2 GFIs to make. Come on, Imperial lineman. No, he fails the first one. All right. Well, that was still better odds than the other one, because it would have been 1-die blitz into block, and then we still would have needed to make a 3+ dodge, and then we would have needed to make 1 GFI as well, and then we would have needed to pass with the pass interference. So definitely that was the better play there. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, you know. 2+2+ is sometimes it is just too hard to accomplish, but that's fine. So he did manage to recover his KO, which is unfortunate. We have managed to do 0 damage to the elves. They only managed to MNG one of our rookie linemen, so it's still 11 on 11. Cheering fans. Under scrutiny for this half, every opposition who commits a foul is automatically sent off by the referee. All right, I was thinking of maybe we're going to foul some elves. We're not going to be fouling any elves, and but that does also lock down his dirty player sneaky git lineman, so that's good. All right, so this time we're not in as much of a hurry, so we're definitely moving this blitzer first to cover. And I think we're just going to move this Imperial, because like the dirty player is not going to be used, so we're just going to move him to cover as well. Alright, with that, let's start the punch-up. No, we're not wrestling that. We're just going to... we are just going to... I think this time we're not going to go... We might go for a Witch Elf, I'll be honest. We'll see. Alright, down goes Mr. Block Elf. Follow that up. Get a stun. Wonderful. 3-die. Ogre. Hey, we managed to get a POW on the Dodge Elf. We managed to get a POW on the Dodge Elf. And follow that up. Police removal. Nope, not even an armor break. Okay. Right. Now, we can definitely get our shot in at the Witch Elf there. Which I think is genuinely just taking shots at the Witch Elf does seem like a rather good idea overall. So, I think that's what we're gonna do. But before we do that, take that shot, so how does it go? 1, and then, yep, okay, so we can't move over there. So we are going to move over here with you. Then we are going to, I think we're gonna move over here as well, just to be extra safe about it. There we go. Let's take that. Nope. Does not get anything useful out of it. And then manage the GFI, manage to dodge with the dodge reroll. And then try to pick up. Manage it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then we'll just take 2 steps back just to make sure that nobody comes on over and tries any shenanigans. So. What about you? Do you just stand there? I think you just stand there, and we'll call that good. We'll see how aggressive the elves decide to be. Awesome, thank you for the info. Yep, Pitpad is a very helpful lad, a lot of the time. He will, just as a note, he will, if you are tardy on your signups when you sign up for and don't communicate that, he can get somewhat sarcastic at you, but like that's generally the worst that he's gonna do. Otherwise, he's quite a nice person. Has been helping to run the league for yonks now, as he would say, and I do believe he actually enjoys spreadsheets quite a lot. So he's an odd one for sure, but yeah, one of the cornerstones of OCC admining, I would argue, and but overall, like all of the admins in OCC are generally very, like, they're very friendly if you have questions for them, like and they're generally like, even if you miss like a deadline, or a deadline is coming even close, like you don't even need to miss it, they will generally like try to get in contact with those who might have forgotten or have otherwise gotten distracted, or like all of that. So yeah, like the OCC admin staff is very much generally very much on the ball, and by like again, like with my limited sort of like limited sort of league play background, I guess. Like it is just the best league that I have been in, but again, only been in 3 leagues. So that might not say too much, but right, picking him up, important. What else is important? I think ignoring these 2 is important, and instead of trying to shift there, we just shift to the left. So the first thing that we do is we're not going to be, and down goes dodge elf. Wonderful. We are not going to be blocking with the ogre, because that can often end up poorly. Ogre! Yep, he is not cooperative. Not the best day for the ogre today, apparently. We are picking you up. So how are we? I think you go over there, and then I think you just tag her there, then you tag her there, you punch him. Alright. Down goes. Nope, no he doesn't. He's got dodge on him. That bastard. That bastard. And I think think you... Yeah, I think you go over here. Because that is who we're going to be giving the ball over to. That is who we're going to give the ball over to. I did not realize that that would be a GFI. But before we go for the block over there, I think we go for the GFI. Not the safest of cages. And he does manage to catch, thankfully. I think we re-roll that. And we get the exact same result. That is not good. That is not good. That is not good at all. Like, even a push would have been better, but no. We just could not manage it. And the ogre not functioning is quite bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can already smell the trouble brewing. So he picks up this blitzer over here. That's what he starts off with. Now, thankfully, like, he is slightly out of position here, like with these. Like, they aren't. But like he can easily bring them into assist over here. But like his only tackle piece is over here, and his wrestle witch elf is also occupied. Obviously he gets he does take down the bodyguard there. No armor break. Gets him a 2-die there. Just a push. I assume he's gonna follow that up. Yeah, he can actually get a 2-die with that now. On the ball carrier, which is not great. It is going to be, like, I think with it's going to be this blitzer, because I don't think he wants to try and dodge the witch elf into tackle zones to make that. So he is going to be coming in from here, but then that's not a 2-die up, like that would be a 2-die uphill of all things. But then he can, like, he should absolutely take, yep, he moves this guy to cover, which is smart. That is very smart of him. But he definitely needs to take this 2-die block before he goes for any sort of ball carrier blitz. Which he does, and he takes it down. Takes down the bodyguard, and manages a stun as well. That is not great. So, here he comes. It is going to be a 1-die, because the Imperial lineman is still there, and he gets a POW! Even without a reroll. Yep. Yup. Oh boy, that's trouble. That is trouble. Now, the bounce, I need the bounce to be, and he gets a stun as well. The bounce is there, and not the worst bounce, not the best bounce by any means. It is in 1 tackle zone here. But he can get tackle zones there. He can, okay, sure. Yeah, we're not going to fend that, because might as well get the witch elf off of there. So he essentially exchanged a tackle zone for another, and this is an easier to remove tackle zone. This is also now, instead of a 1-die here, that is a 2-die uphill, like, unless he brings in an assist. Okay, he moves that there. Sure. Okay. You are definitely standing up, but yeah, this is definitely not the greatest of places for us to be. So how do we start? I think the Imperial thrower should be the guy who's going to try and pick up the ball. But before we make any... So you're going to also stand up, because you're definitely not going anywhere. Right. Ogre, can you function? No! He rolls another 1. That is not helping at all. That is not helping at all. Okay, can we... Okay, we at least managed to take down this blitzer here. Definitely following that up. Definitely following that up. Manage a stun, which is good. We take a block shot at him. Down he goes. Okay. We're not going to follow that one up. No damage there. Okay. We are... yeah, it's gonna be unlikely that we manage to take you down, but a push is just fine. We're gonna follow that up. And while I don't like doing it with the thrower because he doesn't have block on him, I do think that it's better to do it like this, and then the thrower gets to hopefully go for the pickup. We managed to take him down, put him there. Manage a stun. That's useful. That's useful. Pick up. We do manage to pick up. Wonderful. And where do we... I think, yeah, that's the best square, thanks to this guy being stunned. And we're not taking the one die here. Yeah, we're not taking the one die there. Yeah, this is not a great position for us to be in, because we do need to score the equalizer. We do need to score the equalizer, though. Like, the fact that this guy got stunned and the Noble Blitzer got stunned, that was rather unfortunate. He picks up his... Okay, he picks up his guard blitzer already, which is interesting. He can definitely, like, he can get a one die on the Imperial thrower. Now that he picked him up. Now that he picked him, like, I don't think, like, he could have gone for... No, because he doesn't have... Yeah, I think the best he can do is he can get a one die on the Imperial thrower. By... On the... Okay, he moves him there. So what I was figuring was that this guy would move to give an assist on this bodyguard, right? And then he blocks here with 2 die. Hopefully takes him down. And then he gets... Like, this guy gets a 1 die blitz on the Imperial thrower. Okay, he goes over there. Witch Elf takes down the bodyguard. Yep, down he goes. No armor break. Stand firm. Okay, now what? This guy is thankfully quite far away, so he'd need 2 GFIs to come here and help. Yeah, like, now he sees the 1 die. But I think he didn't... Okay, he's going for it. That's a 2 die uphill. Huh? Wait, what? He activated the blitz. He came over. Oh, and he manages to kill. Okay, that's quite annoying. So he activated the blitz. He came over, and he only then realized... when he managed to get here, only then did he realize that it was actually a 2 die uphill because of the guard there. And then he didn't take the block. He activated here and he took the 1 die. Okay. That's an interesting way of doing things, certainly. But I mean, I guess he at least stopped himself before tragedy struck. But we are... Speaking of tragedies striking, the removal of that guard player is very unfortunate. We do manage to take off his marker there. I think you just move here. Yeah, I think you just move there. Okay, Ogre. I could really, and I mean really, use you to function. Hey, he actually moves. He actually moves. I mean, still not the best. Still not the best. Yeah, I think this is the best we can do. We move you there. Yeah, I think this bodyguard... we might actually want to try and dodge that bodyguard away, but if we take that block, absolutely. Down you go, next to the ogre. Follow that up. Mighty Blow does nothing. Yeah, I think this is what... Hopefully this works. We make the dodge. We make the GFI. Wonderful. Definitely take this 2 die. And we get a POW. That's very good. Don't follow that up. Hopefully that's at least like a stun. Nope, it is not. And then over here, I think we take this 3 die. 3+. And we manage that 3+ as well. Okay. And we're definitely not taking that 1 die. We're not taking that 1 die. It's not great. Amazing. We needed 1 person to fill the last division. We ended up with a full extra division as well. Hey, I mean, yeah, it's that's the power of a celebrity endorsing you, I guess. So, well done on figuring out on hopping over to Andy's stream and pressuring him to actually join up, like he said. Okay. He goes for the jump up block, which is, yep, fine. We're gonna fend that. Down he goes. No armor break. Yeah, then he can bring a guy over here, which means that he can... I mean, thankfully, at least all of these prone players are getting more than kinda getting in his way. But yeah, generally speaking, by the way, I don't know what it is, but whenever I try to do the jump up block with the Witch Elves, I always just manage to roll a 1. Like it just seems like that is a divinely ordained thing that happens whenever I try to do that. So I was just like, for a moment there, I was like, wait a minute, did he really blitz there? But no, that was just the Witch Elf jump up, which actually worked. Right, so takes that 2 die, only gets a push, but does get the Imperial Lineman, I think, out of the way. He was definitely hoping to just free up the Blitzer, but I mean, it's a 2+ dodge with the dodge skill, so not too hard. Picks up the block lineman here, picks up the normal lineman there. GFI fails, doesn't snake it. Does get his 2 die there. Down goes the bodyguard. We're definitely standing firm. And he manages a removal as well. Like, that's very unfortunate. Now he definitely, he just makes, he gets a 1 die. 1 die into a 2 die uphill. Is what he gets if he goes for the Witch Elf blitz on the Imperial Thrower. But this is yeah, getting removed by elves when we have the Mighty Blow, and we generally share the armor values. Not great. Okay, makes the first dodge, doesn't need the dodge reroll. Makes the second dodge, doesn't need the dodge reroll. And yep, here he goes, or she does. And, yeah, of course. Yeah, so far the 1 dies on the ball carriers have worked out really well for him. And he makes the catch as well with the Witch Elf. Oh, no, that is not good. That is horrible, in fact. Oh, boy, okay. Doesn't get the Witch Elf too far away. But we definitely need to... So we start by doing this. Push is fine. I mean, I'd prefer something like an actual down over the push, but so be it. And then... I think... Yeah, you move there. Come on. 2 die. Yeah, we're not going to be re-rolling that because she has to wrestle, so she at least loses the ball. Please be a decent bounce. Like, I could really use some good dice here. Like, surely you use the wrestle, right? Like, you realize what happens if you choose to do nothing. I mean, Pitbat, it's your love of the league and the love of the game. That's why you do the things that you do. Yep, chooses to use wrestle. Please have a decent bounce. That's not the greatest bounce ever. That is not the greatest bounce ever. Okay, Ogre, we kinda need you to... Okay, at least it's a push. Yep, follow that up. Oh, that is just not great. That is just not great at all. Yeah, I don't think we really have any other options but to go for the 4+ pickup here. Sure hands? Sure hands. Okay, okay. We at least made the sure hands. Yeah, we're definitely... Okay, we make that. We make that. What else do we do now? Like, we're very exposed here. Very exposed. There's not really a great place for us to go, and like, this gets... is this the place to go? Is that really the place to go? Like, I cannot for the life of me see, like, this is probably, like, this is not great. Because he can definitely, like, get this guy out of the way. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think that is the placement. And then we don't take any other blocks. We need him to, we need to get some good dice here. We need to get some good dice here. Like, we need him to have a catastrophic turnover, which is a thing that I end up apparently saying quite a lot. But we kind of need him to start failing something, because, like, we've made it as hard as possible for him to actually accomplish things. But he just keeps on, like, the removal of both of these. Yep, and then he does that. Yep. Sure. He gets a 1 die there. Like, that's the best you can do with the guard player there. Which is still decently good. Surely you do it with the blitzer, by the way. You don't want to go for the witch elf, because, like, if you go for the witch elf, then that's... Yep, okay. You take the 2 die there first. Fine. Because then you're... And he gets another removal. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is getting quite difficult. Okay, so yep, he goes for the 1 die, and he gets, like, he just doesn't need rerolls, and he catches the ball in a tackle zone. In a tackle zone, it goes to the blitzer who hasn't activated, and that's yeah. I mean, we need him to snake eyes to dodge away. We absolutely need him to snake eyes to dodge away. Which he, like, surely he dodges away there, right? Then that gets a stun as well. Gets a stun as well. Like, we need him to snake eyes this dodge. That's really, I think, the only way that we're going to be getting ourselves back into this game. Nope, he doesn't. And he can, like, he just needs 2 GFIs and he's out of the range of the... Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, he has more activations. We're definitely, like, causing a turnover here. Okay. So we will get a 1 die on the assumption that we can make... On the assumption that we can make that dodge. Okay. So what else? You are just gonna need to heroically sacrifice yourself to hold 3 L's at a time. You need to punch him, which is fine. Not what we wanted, but fine. Ogre, please move. Ogre does move. Don't think that makes a difference for the thrower here. So I think the thrower just stands up. And then... Oh yeah, because there's a guard player there. Okay. I think that's all the shenanigans we can do. So we need a 3+ dodge into a GFI into a 1 die. Like he's gotten good dice on the 1 die. That's a push. That's not good enough. I don't think this is good enough. We reroll that into a skull. Yep. And we stun ourselves. Well, this time I don't think. Unfortunately, I can't say that I played poorly here. I don't think. Well, I mean, it's not like I played perfectly. Like I don't think I played perfectly here at all. But I do think that this one was decided by the dice. Like him both managing to get all of those removals, all of his 1 die, even without like a reroll, he just kept powing me. Like he powed the goddamn blodger who was holding the ball in the first place. And then, yeah. Unfortunate, and he's like failed none of the, like he's had no dodge turnovers whatsoever. So, unfortunate. But this one is gonna be another loss. Okay, down he goes. Yeah, it was definitely risky to like reroll the 1 die there from a push, but it was like if it was only a push, like I needed to take him down. If I didn't manage to take him down, like he was gonna be just like swarming all over me, and then like there was nothing that I could really like I couldn't really bring in support. So yeah, it's I think the reroll was, even with the result as it is, I think it was the correct thing to do on the idea that I'm at least trying to make this a 1-1 draw. So yeah. Dodges away. Dodges away. Yep. Not too much we can do here, unfortunately. And he is gonna go for a foul on a guy who doesn't matter for the ball carrier, knowing that he's gonna get sent off. It's only a badly hurt, so that's fine. Wait a minute. What is that? Every up. Oh, it's only for my fouls, not his. I thought it was for him rather. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, I don't know why he's actually fouling. But yeah. And the ogre. Yeah, fair enough. That is a frustrating game. And this time it's not a frustration for my coaching. Like, the silver lining, I guess, is the fact that I'm not frustrated by my own performance so much as I am by, well, just the game did not, unfortunately, allow me to win. It didn't even allow me to draw. So there's that. Hopefully we're not gonna get any serious injuries, but this is very bad for a record. Like that's 2 losses in a row. 2 losses in a row. And then he's gonna go for another gang foul, because I mean, why not? Why not? Yep, gets as many assists in there as he can. Just a stun, no ref interference. Ogre, can he move? Ogre can move. Let's see if we can... Maybe the Mighty Blow guy can do something here. I mean, he's not getting anywhere close there, but... He's unfortunately too far away. But hey... If he can foul, so can we. Maybe we get something out of this. Nope. Nope. Sure. Why not? Might as well argue the call. Okay. Yeah. No. Can't say that I'm very satisfied with that particular game in the sense of... But I mean, again, this is Blood Bowl. It is a dice game in the end, and sometimes you get shafted by the dice. Sometimes you get shafted by the dice. Again, like this is still an upward trajectory from the first one, because the first one was definitely like my coaching failure that led to us losing rather than the like being able to claim the dice. We get a Nurgle pitch, wonderful, probably never going to use that. But we did get the MVP on the Ogre. We did get the MVP on the Ogre. So let's see. He could go for a general skill. So which here? Honestly, I don't think I'm going to go for... Like, I was thinking that maybe I'd go for the block. But no, I don't think I do. I think I just take Stand Firm. Like, just the Ogre getting Stand Firm as well, I think, like, comps very well with the other Imperial, like, with the bodyguards already having, like, having Stand Firm on them. So I think that comps well. So we're down to 200,000. That's fine. Not a very expensive mistake there. But yeah. Slight upward trajectory from the previous Wood Elf game that we lost, but that has put a little bit of a dent in our record here. Alright. Last game of the evening. Let's try to get something. Let's try to get like a positive result. I consider draws to generally be a positive result, unless I get robbed with like the draw, like it gets like a win gets stolen from me, or like my team gets decimated, then it's not positive. But yeah, we're trying to get a win here. Elves seem to be a pretty bad matchup overall, because I think those are... let's check the history, but I think we've played like 3 elves with this team in total. Let's see here, starting with the first one. So Necro, Chaos Pact, Skaven, Necro, Chaos Pact, humans, orcs, wood elves, Necro, orcs, wood elf, dark elf. Yeah. So the best result we've had was the 1-1 draw here against wood elves. Otherwise, we've lost. So not a great record against elves in general. And like both this game and this game, I think like came down to my bad coaching, which makes them extra frustrating. Over here, like definitely probably could have positioned myself better, could have done some better choices overall. Like I didn't play a perfect game, but yeah, I mean I didn't play like, I don't think I played very badly either. And then he just got the dice that he needed. Like, the dice just went his way. And when dice go the elves' way, there's very little you can do to stop elves. Like, I needed him to actually have some turnovers on dodges or his blocks, or at least like force him to use some rerolls. But nope. His one dice were on point. His dodges were on point. And he managed to get some removals as well. But yeah, silver lining. Silver lining. I can blame the dice on that loss rather than blaming myself mostly for it. So it's something. It's something. But yeah. Even with that, I do think that like overall, I still like. I'm not souring on Imperial Nobility, but I do think like elves are a problem because unlike with a proper bash team, we don't have the killy skills. Like we only have the one guy with tackle, so he needs to perform. Like the tackle mighty blow blitzer needs to perform in a game against elves. Or we need to get like some random POW casualties somewhere. The ogre hasn't been on his best game today either. Like he's unfortunately been a bit of a dum-dum. Been a bit of a dum-dum in the 2 games so far. But now we get orcs. And, I mean, I'm not sure if I should be feeling glad to be facing orcs. But at least we don't like lose 3 games in a row against elves, so that's something. That's something. Right. In Morco we trust, Cairn. Alright. We have the same fan factor here. He gets like 100 or so, I think, in inducements. Let's see what he has. Nope, that's our team. So, he has an untrained troll. Nothing on him. Big and blocker. Block guard. Big and blocker. Stand firm armbar. Big and blocker, stand firm. Like these are random, I think. Random. Big and blocker, mighty blow. Yeah, because I think a big and... Are those random or are those chosen? I think the armbar is probably a random, but those might be chosen. I can't remember if big uns are 90 or 80. There's now a match day thread for the first week in the 4C section. Please use that to schedule the first match. Going forward each Sunday and the next match. Yep, that is in fact how that OCC functions on the match days. There is a thread, and you are expected to, on that thread, rather than in like DMs or whatever, you are expected to call out your opponent, offer them some times that you can play, and then hopefully like there's no issues there, and you schedule the match, you show up for the match, you play the match, and hopefully nothing, like no errors or anything happen. Big and blocker with mighty blow. He's got a blitzer with break tackle. I think that's a random. He's got a blitzer with tackle frenzy mighty blow, but an armor bust. He's got a blitzer who has a movement upgrade. Movement upgrade, but a passing reduction. Mighty blow, guard, block. Yeah, okay, that's a very good blitzer. Orc lineman with tackle. Orc lineman with dirty player, which he chose. 3, okay. I hope I wasn't annoying my opponent by doing that, but yeah. Should have just pressed ready and checked that out while we were on the pitch. So he gets only 70,000. Which is Bloodweiser Babes and assistant coach, pretty much. Pretty much. Hopefully he was using that time that I was looking at his team to look at my team as well. Did I miss anything for the orcs? Dirty player. So he randomed the tackle. He's got a lineman with nothing. Yeah, so he's got 2 good blitzers. He's got a blitzer who's got a movement up, but doesn't have anything else on him. So he's probably the designated, give him the ball and he runs it in. We win the toss, and we're gonna kick the ball. We're gonna kick the ball because it is raining, or we want to defend with a full roster against the orcs. Ogre over there. Blitzer, bodyguard, thrower. You get to sit on the sideline there. And then dirty player. I think you're gonna be here instead of in the front. He didn't have too much guard. Like, he's got the one big and blocker with guard, and then he's got the one blitzer with guard. But he does just genuinely outstrength me, so I think we're still just going to... We're gonna take the spread out formation here. Obviously he has a dirty player, so he's probably willing to foul. The real question is he gonna be fouling? I mean, I'm gonna assume he's gonna be fouling on the Imperial lineman that he's gonna take down on the line of scrimmage, because I don't think he's gonna really be getting, like, maybe he angles for a foul on the bodyguard here, like with. And I think instead of putting him here, I think I should have put the Imperial lineman, like with dirty player, like here instead, just so he doesn't go for that. Yeah, definitely, like the armor busted blitzer, like he's gonna be, if we can get shots on him, we're gonna take shots on him. Like there's not really others, like I don't think any of them. Don't think there was like one guy. Yeah, this guy has a niggle, so that's nice. Hopefully that'll come into play. But yeah, I don't like this. I think the Mighty Blow Tackle Frenzy Blitzer is like target number uno. And I don't know why I said uno rather than one there. It's just bizarre that I chose to do that. Is he deliberately keeping a big unblocker, like, off the... Like, I think he realized that he doesn't have all of his big uns on the field. Maybe? Like, I don't think he's deliberately going to keep one of his big uns off the field, right? Like, that makes no sense. So he might be making the same mistake if he doesn't realize it. I thought he realized it when he had that little bit of a pause, but he's running out of time for setup. Yep, that is one of the big a big and blocker is not on the field, so that's even better for us. Oh, I can now actually fun stuff rather than admin. Hey, wonderful Pit. I think the fun stuff that you should probably be doing is going to sleep at this point, because, you know, proper sleep is important. So takes the Mighty Blow block there. Probably should have actually... Ooh, already gets a serious injury. That's an MNG. Sorry, that's a... Yeah, that is a... Not an MNG, that is, niggle. And we're definitely not using an Apo and a zero SPP Imperial lineman. Yep, we'll fend that. So, one removal. Managed to take down all of the line of scrimmage. Managed to stun one of them. Night shift tomorrow, so no rush with that. Ah, fair enough. I mean, I've heard that there's this really, like, really good streamer for Blood Bowl that's currently streaming. Like I hear that he's hilarious, even though like he keeps on losing on stream because he's shit at Blood Bowl. But like I hear that he's actually quite funny. You could watch him. Does you? I wouldn't have used a reroll there. He flopped the pickup regardless, but like I don't think he needed to use a reroll there. He didn't do a blitz anywhere. I wonder if he was setting up for... well, regardless, I shall avoid playing dwarves today. Yeah, I mean, I always advocate to avoid playing dwarves whenever possible, so... I can at least conclude with that. Honestly, I think we just... Like, I think we just go for... And I don't mean actually go for it, but I think we just attempt to bust through here and try to interfere with whatever he's doing in the back there. Down goes. And we get a stun for good measure. I don't think we're gonna be like GFIing here, I don't like. It achieves nothing, really. We're not gonna pick him up because, like, just giving him a mighty blow hit there doesn't really sound like a great idea. The ogre does manage to function, which is always nice. And then I think we are just going to... you're gonna move over there. And then you're gonna move over here. And then I think you move behind him. And then you move behind him. And we're at least putting a little bit of a threat here in case he manages to fail to pick up again. So the troll does move. The troll does move. They need 6 more games. I mean, again, I advocate for people not playing dwarves, mostly because I don't really like playing against dwarves, and I'm not going to be playing dwarves myself if I can avoid it. I mean, to each their own. 10 games of dwarves. I'm gonna say, like, what's your current record with them? Like, you've played 4 games, like, you've won all 4, if I remember correctly? Right, so the troll moved. He brought him here. He hasn't done anything here. He brought an orc lineman from here to block the way of the blitzer. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be this guy. Yep, he's going for the blitz on the blitzer. Hopefully he doesn't get a POW. Of course he gets a POW, because, like, why would you need tackle? Why would you need tackle when you can just POW the guy? And down he goes, follows him up, manages to KO him as well. Okay, that's not great. 2-3-0. Oh, right, sorry, that was, they need 5 more games rather than 6. Well, that's good. That's 1 less game of dwarf you need to play with. Undefeated. All right. Well done. Well done indeed. Down goes the bodyguard for a 2-die with a big one. And manages a stun on him. So, our aggressive play did not work out. Fails to pick up again. I don't think he's going to reroll that one. Yep, he doesn't want to waste a reroll on that, so another turnover there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, being down our best blitzer is not great. Being down our best blitzer is not great at all. I think we start ogre block. Ogre block works out. I'm gonna assume he stands firm there. Oh, he does. No damage. Cool. Okay. We go, like, we could probably get a decent gang foul if we can take this guy down, but if we do that, then we sacrifice our position quite a bit. If we do that, we sacrifice our position quite a bit, unfortunately. I think we just pick this guy up. Move him there to assist. And have him take a mighty blow hit. Nope, should have. Yep, also that's. Yep, again, I'm just being a dumb goof here. Because, like, he's got guard on that player. Like, why would I do this? Why would I do this? Just absolute travesty of a play. Yeah, I'm just playing very poorly here, I think. You're gonna go over there to cover at least somewhat. You're gonna move up. We're not gonna give him a free hit with the mighty blow guy there, and then we'll take the 1 die here on the tackle guy. And skull. And no armor. No armor broken. Yup. Yup. We need to get our head in the game. We absolutely need to get our head in the game. Like, there was no reason to like... Ugh. I feel foolish and bad. So, troll moves, picks up the big unblocker. Yeah, now we're kind of very surrounded here, and that's not a good thing. He will eventually be able to pick up the ball in the rain. So far, like, that's the thing that's our saving grace at the moment, is that he hasn't managed to pick up the ball. But he will eventually make that 4+. Yep, he moves him over there, gets him a 2-die there. Down he goes. Defend. Oh. Now he gets a 2-die shot, like a blitz here. Though if he doesn't manage to take him down with the 2-die, then it will be, like, I'm definitely not going to be stand firming there. So, nope, he goes for that blitz instead. Okay, that's just a push. We will stand firm. We will stand firm there. But yeah, we're in a rather awkward positioning for our team at the moment. Hopefully, like, if all goes well, he just doesn't pick up the ball ever. like that is a statement that I'm willing to make, is that if all goes well, he doesn't ever do that. He moves the big un there into contact, goes for the pickup, and he manages it this time. Yep. So we got a grace period of about 2 turns, and now he managed the 4+ without needing a reroll for it. But he doesn't advance at all, which is surprising. Goes for the 1-die there. Okay. Does mean that he frees up this guy. But yeah, we are just entirely stuck on the orcs. Entirely stuck. Well, how do we do this? You are not going to be dodging anywhere, so you're going to pick yourself up. You're not going to be able to dodge anywhere. Is there a way? I mean, there is a way that we're going to get a 2-die on the troll. It is going to require dodging. Yeah, it is going to require dodging with this noble blitzer. I think you move over there. 3-die with 3+ with a into a 1. Yeah, well, we'll start with the 1-die here. I think push is fine. I'll put him there. I'm sure he'll get a 2-die there, but it is what it is. All right, and we've failed the 3+. We failed the 3+ dodge, which, yeah, I mean, we needed a dodge to succeed because we are just so entangled here with the orcs. Yep. Sometimes 3+ with a reroll fails, and there's nothing we can do about it. I am gonna get pounded to dust, aren't I? Like, this is just essentially, yep, down goes Mr. Bodyguard, and he's badly hurt. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That is fine. Yep, turns out that our trying to do some aggressive and a serious injury as well on the... Is it an actual niggle? Of course it's an actual niggle on the guy. Oh, no, he's not important enough. He's just not important enough. He's gonna get rotated out of life probably. He is gonna get rotated out of life probably at some point. And I mean, he's the dirty player, so like most of the time, hopefully he's getting removed by the dirty player method. Yep, takes a 2-die there. Only gets a push. Yep, we're definitely wrestling you down. But yeah, that's not great. Not great. Death. Death on the troll throwing up. Apo, please save him. Nope, he's dead. Okay, this is quite bad. This is quite bad. Well, we at least have the money to replace him. But that is the Apo also gone. This is not great. This is not great at all. That is going to be a turnover, but no armor break. Yeah, I think genuinely, I think the game has already kind of been decided. Because, like, those are all permanent removals, and that's one of the guard guys out. Like, I mean, the dead sucks, but, like, the fact that he's just out otherwise as well. There is kind of not much we can do here, and we're, like, still just stuck. We are still just stuck. I think the best we can do... The best we can do is we can attempt to at least stop them from scoring this drive. But that's not, like... That's not gonna be great odds of success. I think we move here. Take that 2-die. Hopefully take him down. No, we only get a push. We're gonna reroll that. Alright, down he goes. That's good. Hopefully, like, we're gonna take the 2-die blitz here with a mighty blow guy. Hopefully this, I don't know, gets a removal. Nope, just pushes. Just pushes. That does not help. That does not help at all. We move him back here. Then we're gonna take the ogre block, which we do manage to take him down. Yep, he's just going to stand firm there. Okay, we do manage to get a stun there, which is good. If that had been a removal, that would have obviously been better, I think. But we do manage to free this Imperial Retainer lineman. The real question is, do we GFI here? I don't think we do, and we just try to dodge our way out, and we do. We managed to dodge our way out there, and now I think we do GFI here. So we're kind of containing him, but like we have the 1 sub, and if the KO doesn't come back, we're already in dire straits. But yeah, like 5 removals, most of them permanent, like most of them currently guaranteed permanent removals, in 4 turns. Yeah, not great. The troll moves forward. takes the Ogre. Goes for the Mighty Blow Blitz there. Only gets a push. We're gonna fend that so he doesn't get the Frenzy block. Well, moves forward. This is his turn 5, but like again, he does have movement 7 on this Blitzer, so the Blitzer can be deceptively fast. The real question is, where is he moving him? Like, I'm gonna assume he's gonna move. Okay, he moves this big unblocker over there because, like, obviously he wants to put him. He wants to put him into contact there. This guy is just entirely boned. Moves the Orc lineman into contact as well. Picks up that Blitzer. Goes over there. And then the Ball Blitzer goes to the center. Yep. All of that makes sense. I mean, we're gonna have to do some dodging, and we're gonna have to do some one die, and that's never a good place to really be. Okay, we do manage to at least take him down. And I think we take the one die here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking of going for, like, if I manage to remove this orc lineman with this one die block, I'm thinking of going for a one die on the ball carrier. And I think that's probably the best for our chances of winning here. Okay, down goes the tackle orc. We're not going to follow that up. Unfortunately, he does have tackle on our blitzer here, who is going to be doing the blitzing. Thankfully, he doesn't at least have guard on that, so... but we do need to make a 3+ dodge. We managed to make a 3+ dodge. Do we make a 2+ go for it? We don't make a 2+ go for it. Team reroll. We do manage it. Only a push. We are not rerolling that this time. We are just taking that. We are just taking that as it is, and I think. I think we need to make a 3+ dodge here as well. And we do manage to succeed. The real question is, do we go for the 2 die on the entering troll? And I think we do need to start making gambles here. So I think we do this, and we only manage to push, which is still, I think, fine. We're at least blocking a little bit more, except that now there's like a big corridor that he can just run down here because we just don't have the players. We just do not have the players. Unfortunately. So yeah, maybe I should have thinking about it, maybe I should have realized that that one die was probably going to be the only dice I ever get on his ball carrier, without him getting like a horrible turnover somewhere. So maybe I should have just re-rolled it, tried to go for the broke, at least force him to try and pick up again in the rain, but yeah. Yep, and there he goes. He just runs past there, and then we need to do a bunch of dodging again to even have any shot of trying to stop him. But again, when he removes about half of my, almost half of my team, it makes the situation a lot more difficult, especially when, he's also got the brawn advantage. So he picks him up. I mean, I'm gonna assume he picks up the orc lineman there. Yep, which means that he will then be getting... Yep, and he goes after the blitzer, because that's the smart thing to do. Down goes the blitzer. No armor break this time. Forced to follow up because of frenzy. Yeah, this is just horrendous. Goes for the blitz there. I would probably re-roll this at this point because like he's in such a secure position, he might as well go for the down. Okay. Fine. Alright. We're gonna start to... Again, we're doing risky things, starting with the Ogre block. Ogre functions, once again, wonderful. Takes down the big and blocker. Yep. Uses stand firm, doesn't really matter. No armor break this time. Right. So... How are we... Like, where are we actually striking? Like, it is this guy. Yeah, it is essentially where... Yep. I think... Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the one die here. Try to get next to the ball carrier. Push in that situation is fine. I mean, I wouldn't... Not exactly fine. But... That's the best we can do. Try to get him next to the ball carrier as well. Definitely rolling that. Fail it. And stun myself. Okay. Yeah, I mean... That was the best we could do. That was the best we could do under the circumstances. He takes the 2 die. He takes the boat down because, like, he knows that I'm forced to wrestle. Yep, he knows that I'm forced to wrestle, and... Down I go. Which then frees up. Yep, like, his score is pretty much guaranteed. The real question is, can we score back? Can we score back when it comes to our turn? Or our offensive drive? And how much more damage are we going to be taking? Because he's going to be getting... He's going to be taking more Mighty Blow hits on us. Like, he's going to get a hit here. He's going to get a hit here. He's going to get a hit on the Ogre as well. But yeah, I think at this point it is essentially we're going to... If any of our players are standing, we're going to attempt to dodge them away and escape. And if none of our players are standing, they're just going to stay down. And if he wants to foul, he can go for a foul, but... hopefully nothing happens. The ref notices and his 30 player gets sent out. But yeah, like he had a big and blocker out like with the Mighty Blow, and yet he still just absolutely demolished me. I'm kind of surprised he went for the blitz. But down he goes. No armor break on the lineman. Kind of surprised he went for the blitz there. And then he goes for that, which is, yeah, sure. Yep. He can still get a Mighty Blow hit. Yep, which he does. Offend. And then, like, that's the thing is, why isn't he going for Mighty Blow hits with this guy? Yep, Troll activates. Down goes the Ogre. Sure, we'll stand firm. I don't think it makes a difference. But yep, that is all of our lads who are down, and we're not going to be standing any of them up because, like, this guy cannot reach the ball carrier there. But yeah, turns out trying to do like an aggressive move over there, really not the correct move. Really not the correct move. Yep, and he just walks it in. We do get two attempts at getting back our best blitzer with the KO, or from the KO, and he manages to recover on the first one. Okay. Can we get any damage on the Orc team? That is the next question. If we could get like 3 permanent removals, that would help out a lot. But yeah, like I don't know. I just like I figured that with the Biggin being on the sideline, because he forgot or because he deliberately left him there, I don't know. But like with one of the Biggins missing, I figured that okay, this is the time where I can go in, like I can go in aggressive. And then he just like Even without tackle, he pows the pows the blitzer, takes him out, and then I'm stuck like just brawling with an orc team. And generally, if you're brawling with an orc team, you're not gonna win that exchange. And then I'm not as agile as an elf, so I can't really escape. But yeah, I mean, again, he got like, you're not expecting 5 removals in 4 turns. Even if all of his players had Mighty Blow, like you're not expecting that. This hurts the most, obviously, but like you're still not expecting this much. So, and it's like 3 permanent damages and only the 1 badly hurt. That also sucks. But yeah, we'll try. Like, we probably have to try and force a quick score and then attempt to defend with whatever we have left. But the thing is that he can literally just take, like he has the 2 stand firm guys to go on the edge. So he can literally just do this. Like, do this formation, and we won't be getting, like, unless we manage to remove all 3 of his players, like, on the line of scrimmage, and whatever blitz we potentially take against something else. Like, we are not getting through this quickly, like on our next drive. Right. We'll put the thrower back there for the vanity pass. Over here. Yep, that looks about right. Who are we targeting? Who are we targeting for the blitz? Probably this guy? So, we'll try to see if, like, if we could remove this guy as well. But again, like, we're dreaming. We're dreaming here, is what we're doing. Not really brilliant coaching. We managed to get ourselves a reroll. Don't think it's gonna be terribly relevant. Let's start with this 2-die block. We don't even manage to take him down. Okay, not a promising start. How about this 2-die block? Okay, block guard guy, he at least goes down. Not gonna follow that up. No damage. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, the troll doesn't have anything on him, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna take our shot at the most precious target that we can right now. We do manage to take him down. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for coming. We are in more than a little bit of a pinch. Welcome, Run Bad Raiders. This is getting quite tricky, unfortunately. We are facing a little bit of an uphill battle here on the ranked ladder with Imperial Nobility against Orcs. He has unfortunately managed to paste me pretty well on his drive, including killing one of our bodyguards with guard. We did manage to just KO one of his good blitzers. Hopefully that sticks. That would be something. Ogre doesn't manage to take him down, but we will at least get a 1-die here still with this guy. And we do manage to take down the troll for what it's worth. So hopefully maybe we can get him out. Nope, no armor break. Alright, vanity pastime. Vanity pastime with the, this is gonna be a thing, I guess. And he, yep, so we're gonna, well, SPP is SPP, might as well go for it, right? Also, welcome, Aylin. This is indeed Sports Ball Central at the moment. Hopefully, maybe you'll learn something, I don't know. Probably not from me playing, but maybe you'll learn something from my opponent. Unfortunately, Vanity Pass does not manage to make it. So we're going 1-0 for him. And the KO manages to recover, so no removals. Yes, Imperial Nobility is definitely one of the weaker teams, I think, to play as, like, from the current selection. I would agree with that. I think they could use a buff. I also think that Orcs could use a slight nerf, in the sense of maybe, like, putting 5k... 5 or like 10k on like either the Biggins or the Blitzers, or 5k on both, or potentially like putting the Biggins back down to movement 4. But I personally like on paper I like Imperial Nobility, like on the sense of like I like playing as them. I might not be doing too well with them. Like we're currently 7-5-5 on this ranked ladder run. But, like, I like playing as them. Like, I like the sort of skills that they come with. And, like just the... Like, if it was block stand firm rather than wrestle stand firm, like, that would be great. Yeah, like, I do agree. Even though, like, I have a personal preference in playing Imperial Nobility, yeah, I would also argue that they are one of the weakest teams of the rosters currently available. Sometimes you want a challenge. That's definitely something. You, Pitpat, do that more than I. I think it's just, for me, it's more just the play style that draws me in. Like, I kind of like these sort of, like, brawly teams. And unfortunately, I kind of just detest Orcs, which, like, Orcs are just a better version of a brawl team than this. But I just, yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of just detested Orcs as a team. I think they're kind of boring, if we're being honest. They're just boringly very good, and I do think that they could use a little bit of a nerf. They could use a little bit of a nerf, I think. But enough with that. Let's see if we can score a 1-1. Brilliant coaching. He gets an extra reroll this time instead of us. That's a not great start. Alright, let's start with that. Down goes the block guard. Down goes Mr. Block Guard there. Down he goes. Wonderful. Let's take a 2-die on the Mighty Blow guy. He goes down as well. Alright, alright. Can we get an armor break? Can we get a removal? We can get neither. We were close, but no cigar. Okay. So then what? Then what? We can take a blitz. Yeah, I think we can take a... We can probably... Like, we're gonna go and take our blitz, I think, over here. Before... Let's see, can he... He cannot reach the ball, even with his fast guy. And he can get next to it with 2 GFIs, but he cannot actually reach the ball. So we are gonna do this. Block. Down he goes. No armor break, even with the Mighty Blow. Do we take a GFI here to get a bit of a better position? Maybe. Yeah, I think we take a GFI here, and of course, we have to use a reroll on that. Ogre does manage to take down the troll. And he removes the troll, at least for the drive. That is a niggle on the troll. Obviously, the troll doesn't have any skills on him, so, like, not the greatest loss, like, for the Orc team. But he accepts that as it is, and the regen is a fail. So I think he's just going to be recycling that troll. I think he just accepted that if the regen didn't work, then so be it. And I mean, that is good. Like, removing the troll helps. At least somewhat. We're just going to fall back just to have a fairly safe back line. Sure hands. Okay. And then we fall back slightly with the thrower, and we'll think about our next move. So that helps. Like, getting the troll out helps. Still more than a bit of a pinch here, considering we're outnumbered, outbrawled. They should be a bit cheaper, and their linemen to have AV match the human linemen. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree that, like, if the, like, I don't think the players themselves need to go cheaper, but, like, drop the, like, the rerolls down to 60k, and then give AV like +1 to the AV of the linemen, and yeah, I think we're already that seems like a decent enough buff for Imperial Nobility. Definitely don't want to go like just super hog on any big buffs, because, like, again, like, even small changes can be like changes that seem small can end up being pretty big. He goes after our best blitzer, which is no surprise. Manages to take him down on the second block. Tags the Imperial lineman there with the big unblocker. Picks up those big unblockers, and yeah, this Imperial retainer lineman is pretty boned as things are. I think, like, with him being over here, we're probably going to be rotating over to the right side, which he's Why would you say that? Like, I don't think the agility is necessary for them. I just genuinely don't. Like, it doesn't help the team, in my opinion, that they'd get an extra agility. It would help the team if they, like, get the extra armor, because that's what they're there for. They're there to take the hits, right? They're there to absorb the hits from your actually useful players, and they've got the fend already, which already kind of makes them good at that. So I don't think it would help if they got like an extra bit of agility. Like, it's not like you want to do ball handling them. Sure, it makes the dodging a little easier, but, like, I wouldn't generally be relying on making 3+ dodges regardless. Hello! Hello, goes the TV. Welcome. Okay, he doesn't actually stand firm there. Slightly surprising. Down he goes. Can we... Oh, we get a stun. That's very nice. And that allows us to take this 2-die blitz, which we hopefully take this guy down, which we do. With the boat down. Does he... No armor break there. Okay. That's fine, which does then give us a 2-die with the ogre, which is a both down skull. I think we need to reroll somewhere else, so I think we just have to accept the... And that's... Oh no, of course. Alright, so that is movement bust on the ogre. He does stun the big unblocker, but this is becoming our tragic. So that is a dead bodyguard. That is a niggled 0 SPP lineman, niggled on the block dirty player, and now a movement bust on the ogre. I mean, the ogre is, like, the movement bust isn't the worst. Is not the worst, because, like, he's supposed to be a roadblock. He's supposed to, like he's hopefully going to be standing there and just, like, annoying the enemy most of the time rather than actively needing to move around. But it's still not great. Not great. This is starting to be, this is starting to get to be a day where I shouldn't have played Blood Bowl today, is the conclusion that I'm coming here. He moves the guard big unblocker over there. And then picks up the tackle lineman, picks up the dirty player lineman, moves this guy over here. Thankfully, this guy is stunned. Like, the thing that is saving us here is that this guy is stunned. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Like, we need to... He's going for the blitz on the Noble Blitzer. Gets a push into one die, which is both down, which he accepts. That does unfortunately make things a little bit more than a little bit awkward. Moves him in there. Okay. And then he moves the cover over there. Okay. Yeah, I think, as unfortunate as it is, I think we do this. And we need this to be, like, not a both down. So that's a push. Sure. We're not gonna reroll that. So we're gonna move there. And I think we literally just need to make these 2 rushes, which we do. And then we run forward with the thrower. We manage those rushes. Then we have to sacrifice, I think. Let's not do that yet. I think we're gonna go for this 3+, which we manage. He's gonna stay where he is. He's not dodging anywhere. And then we have, I think, he would take that rush, because he just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we try to get there. We manage that. We manage to rush. And then, I mean, might as well try for the 4+ here. And then 2 rushes to get over there. We manage it. We were definitely re-rolling that. And we managed that. Okay. We got, like, all of the dice that we tried, we got. And our situation is still not great. Because, like, if only this guy, like, if only this big and blocker had movement 4 rather than movement 5. But he can absolutely just get in there. Get in there and jump the thrower with a 2 die. But that is unfortunately the best we could do under the circumstances. And, like, if we need to get lucky. We, once again, need to get lucky. We need to get, like, please have a turnover. Like, that is what we need to happen. That is what we need to happen. Slugger, yes. Yep. I mean, out of the injuries that the ogre could have taken, like, obviously, like, if he lost passing ability, then that's whatever, but if he lost passing ability, then that was gonna be whatever, but, like, I prefer the movement bust. I prefer the movement bust to like, obviously not strength bust. Obviously don't want him to be dead. I prefer the movement bust to a niggle. And, I mean, yeah, Agi bust would also just be whatever. So, there were, like death, strength bust, AV bust, and niggle, I would count as worse. Yep, and he goes for that. He fails it. Can he snake eyes that, please? No, he manages it. Definitely team rerolls that and does take down the thrower. Well, we at least forced 2 rerolls out of him. But yeah. The scatter is nice. Yeah, he can get this guy there. Like this is, I mean, depending on like the amount of damage that we take here, this might just be the end of the team, because like, if he like ends the career of this noble blitzer and say ends the career of this blitzer or this bodyguard, I think that is the team, because like it is at that point just better to start anew rather than try to replace all of that at once. Like, if it happens gradually, fine, but if it happens all at once, then that is, I think, the team. He takes down the Imperial lineman, which is whatever. Moves the Orc lineman there, so, I mean, he was already getting a 2-die over there. Only gets a push against him. Yep, he's fine. He was probably thinking about whether he wanted to reroll that, but he doesn't have tackle on that piece, so... Yep, makes sense. And then he's probably... Is he gonna take the 2-die, or is he gonna go for the... He's gonna go for the dodge and try to pick up. He makes it with the... And he makes the pickup in the rain without a reroll. So we forced out 3 out of 4 of his rerolls. But the ball is now on his fast-moving blitzer. And we're like, we need to rely on 3+ dodging and 1 dice to get anywhere here. We will certainly attempt it, because like it's still like, we need to get lucky, but it's still a recoverable position. The real question is, where is he gonna go with that? Like, where is he? Or is he just gonna stay there? Because I think if he just stays there... how is... Like, what are we actually looking at doing? Nope, he doesn't stay there. He moves there, which is... yeah, pretty decent, because... so... Oh, he moves... Okay. I mean, that's even better for him, yeah. So you're definitely standing up. It is... I think... Yeah, it is gonna be a 4+... 4+ into a 3+ into a 1 die. That is, like... And we only have the 1 team reroll. This is the best we can do. Made the first dodge, question mark? No? Wait, what? Dodge 1, opponent uses the dodge skill. Huh? What happened there? Both down. Okay, right, and he's got tackled there as well. That's not great. We're gonna need to take that 1 die. Okay, he goes down. He goes down. Follow that up. Nothing. I'll take this 2 die, I think. Push, push. We'll follow that up, I guess. And then... I think... we managed the 3 die there. And then 1 die here. Down he goes. Okay. That's the best we can do. Can he actually make, like... I mean, I think he can. Like, he can get a 2 die here, and then he gets a 2 die blitz here. Again, we need him to have a turnover. That is the only way that we're going to be in this game at this point. That is the only way that we're going to be in this game at this point. Takes that block. That... I mean, I think that block's pretty inconsequential. Okay. Sure. I'm not sure what he exactly achieves by doing those blocks. I mean, obviously he didn't achieve to take him down, which was his aim there, but... And down he goes. Down goes the Blitzer. Even when he doesn't have tackle, he gets a POW. That's very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. He follows that up. I mean, he doesn't... Yeah. He's not in a hurry to extricate his Blitzer, because, like, he's got more than enough turns here. Now, I think what we need is this Blitzer takes the 2-die block here. And then he rolls double squalls, which he rerolls into quad skulls. The ball bounces here to here, and then he goes for a 1-die. Okay, which gets him it gets his ball carrier forward, but he's still next to one of my players. Unless, like, I guess he's going for the, like, just 3+ dodge away, but, like, surely he realized, yeah, he just takes the 2-die there, and down goes him. Does that, and he gets a stun off of that. Okay. 1-die there, only gets a push on the thrower. Yep, follows that up, I'm sure. Okay, how can we get a die on the ball carrier? We can get some kind of die on the ball carrier. Honestly, I think at this stage, I don't think, like, I'm not gonna pick up our best Blitzer, because, like, I think it is so unlikely that we're going to be able to achieve anything here. Right, so I think we start by doing this 2-die block. Okay, down goes the tackle guy. Blow that up for whatever reason. Okay, no armor break. Right. That means that this guy is now more free to move, but the first thing that we need to do is we need to get this guy, and he manages the 3+ dodge. Wonderful. And then, this is the... We can get it. Yep. This I think is the best we can do. We make the 3+ dodge. We make the first rush. We make the second rush. But we failed to take down the ball carrier. Okay. Not great. Not great at all. We kind of needed more than that. Kind of needed more than that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try and get you out there. Yep, he manages to make the dodge as well. Get the guard into that position. Yeah, I think we pick him up. We're gonna try and fight until the end. We're gonna try and claw our way into that 1-1 draw. Unfortunately, we're just, like, we are both out of manpower, and so far our opponent has not managed to find in his heart to have a critical turnover. But this is it. This is it. Like, we can still recover from this. We can still get a 1-1 draw. We just need to get really, really lucky. Okay, he starts by doing that, which he needs to re-roll that, because I will absolutely... He re-rolls that, only gets a push. We have stand firm. That's good. That's his last re-roll gone. Is this going to be... Like, will this make it? Is this going to be enough? Is he gonna suffer a critical turnover? I'm hoping against hope here. Goes for a 2-die there. We're absolutely stand firming just the push result. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. We might still make it. We might still make it a 1-1. Does not have tackle on that block. I'm gonna assume he follows that up. Yep, follows that up. This guy is still held by the blitzer, which is good, but he did manage to free up this big blocker, which means that he's definitely capable of... He gets a 2-die on the noble blitzer here. But he does not have block, nor does he have tackle, though only a push is enough to get him out of the way of the blitzer. He brings in the dirty player for an assist. Okay, he manages to take down the guard guy. No armor break. There's still this guy, though. So even if he manages to take down the blitzer here, he is still tagged by one player. And there is nothing he can do about that. Though, to be fair... Yep, I think that is the correct play to do. He's going to go for a blitz here. Hope that he takes him down. And even if he doesn't, he just follows that up so that, like, the noble blitzer is... Yeah. Yep, here comes the blitz. Does not manage to take down the noble blitzer. He has dodge. No tackle on this one. Follows it up. I don't think he tries to dodge away. The bounce is super bad, though. The bounce is kinda shit. Not gonna mince my words here. I don't think but it's... Alright, Right, so how do we definitely pick him up? We definitely pick him up. We bring him here because he's free. He's free. Gives us an assist on that. Tags the blitzer who's on the ground now. That's a 1-die. 2-die uphill. This is a 2-die. So do we do that? Is that what we do? Like, 2-die here. We push him. He goes there. We get another tackle zone on the ball. Yeah, I think that's what we start with. Okay, he goes down. He goes down. Push there. Do not use stand firm this time. Move him there. You're gonna stay put. No armor break. Okay. I think we're not going to be dodging him away because there's a tackle there, right? Is there a tackle there? That's not a tackle. There's no tackle there. Okay. Can he? Nope. He's too far away. It would be way too risky to try and get him anywhere. And he's just stuck between there, which is not great, but alright. I think we're gonna go for the 1-die here. No. 1-die there. Thank you very much. Please take him down. That's a skull. Okay. Okay. Not great. Not great. Goes for the... I mean, again, we're both out of rerolls, so one bad roll. One bad roll. And you could be facing a turnover. Oh boy. Yep. He goes down, even without tackle. No armor break, which is good. Frees up this guy, though. Just need him... Just need him to have a turnover. I mean, even if he does, it's not a very rosy picture for us, unfortunately. He just picks him up. Okay. Goes for the 2-die there. Yep, we're just standing firm. Absolutely. Two die there. Yep, manages to take him down. Since he is going down, I think... Yeah, I think we actually let him... Let him move us. Where is he putting him, is the question. Because, like, he could put him on the ball, but I think he's putting him there. I think he's just putting him there. Like, if he's greedy, he's gonna go for a good, hope for a good bounce. But he's not greedy. Like he doesn't need to be greedy. No armor break. Follows it up. Goes for the 2-die blitz there. Only gets a push. Yep, here getting fended. Still gets a 2-die here. Still gets a 2-die here. Now, I think... Moves him there to cover the ball. Yep, I think... That is a turnover. I have block, you do not. And down he goes. Okay. Okay. So how are we doing this? How are we doing this? We do have the thrower in scoring range. I think what we just essentially need to do is we're just gonna have to go for this 1-die. Hopefully at least get a push. But hopefully take him down. Nope. That is a both down. That is not what we were... That was definitely not what we wanted. Okay. I think we're just gonna pick up this blitzer. Because that's at least... We're gonna pick up... Are we gonna pick up... No, I don't think we're not gonna pick up here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna dodge there, hopefully. Manage it with the dodge reroll. Take this 2-die. Push is fine. Fine, but at least that is... He's potentially free. And then we have to go, I think, for the 6+ pickup. Nope, that is a 4. The bounce bounces back to him, bounces to an orc lineman. Not the worst bounce. Not the worst bounce possible. Absolutely not the worst bounce possible. Not the greatest either, but... Right. Can we get, like, just another turnover, please? Just an instantaneous turnover here. And then... Okay, just pushing me. Fair enough. Just an instantaneous turnover, please, so that we can potentially go for a pickup and then hand off there. Takes down this guy. Down he goes. No armor break. Does free up this blitzer, which is bad. Thankfully, he doesn't have any guard here, though he can just absolutely punch this guy, and if he takes him out, then he can get the assist too. We're kind of on the line here, clawing at, trying to get a draw out of this. Down goes, like this block, by the way, just absolutely no reason to do that. Like this doesn't help him at all. He gets a KO, which is, I mean, he wasn't ever going to be like a prominent player in this situation, but just a nonsense block there, I think. But yeah, I think like he can still okay. That changes quite a bit. Him staying up and him being here means that he has no assist for this guy. So he'd have to blitz this guy to get a 2-die there. He can't take a 1-die. Actually, no, he can't. That's a 2-die uphill because he's giving an assist and he doesn't want to pick this guy up. Okay. So he's gonna have to go for either he moves him here, which then gives this guy a 1-die here, but that's not great. So I think he's just gonna go for the blitz. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Gets a push. Don't have guard there. Yep, takes him out of the contention for the touchdown. And manages a KO in the process. Now, this blitzer is also in scoring range, which we were trying to be a little sneaky about. Takes the 2-die, only gets a push, still in scoring range, and that's his blitz use. So, if he wants to put this guy into scoring range, he needs to make a 3+ dodge here. And if he doesn't, I mean, he doesn't need to score. It's just a question of, is he greedy? He goes for the 3+. Yep, and then he, instead of scoring, he goes for the assist there, which now, cool, you have a 1-die there. I have block, I have blodge, and you have, you don't have block. So, still not great odds in his favor. Still not great odds in his favor. Right, but that is... And he... Okay, he fails that dodge. That is very big, I think. Right, so this guy... I think we start... Yeah, I think we start with the dodge and the GFIs, because if we can make this... Hold on, do we? Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to go for the pass. He's in 2 tackles, so the handoff is just... Yeah. So we're going to take... Because if he fails this, at least he's not getting mighty blowed by this blitzer, right? Like, that's the... We're going to start with this, and if we fail this, then we fail this. And there was never a scoring chance. And we fail a GFI. Okay. Fair enough. He's not scoring a second one. We're not scoring a 1. Now we just essentially just put our fingers together and hope for no more permanent damage. Manages to take down the guard. Bodyguard there. No armor break. Yep, another kind of frustrating game, because like this is essentially just, well, if he removes me, there's not much I can do, but I do have to admit that going as aggressively forward as I did to brawl with the orcs was probably not the smartest idea I've ever had. Goes for the 2-die there, manages to take him down. Might as well fend, because why not? Gets a stun. And then I have 1 player who is still standing. 3-die on him. He does not have tackle on this, so... I wonder if he is aiming for... Like, he's already used his blitz, but he can take a 2-die there. Yep, he is aiming for the surf. Well, yep, he still gets the surf there. Or I guess he wasn't aiming for the surf. I mean, yeah, makes sense. Surf doesn't get him any SBP, and he doesn't go for a foul, and he wins 1-0. Frustrating. Just 3 losses in a row, and unfortunately, also now we also took damage here. So bodyguard with mighty blow, and guard manages to get the SPP or MVP. So it didn't go to any of the guys we're going to be rotating out. That's at least something. But yeah, we are kind of in a bad position. We're definitely starting with getting this bodyguard in. Getting that bodyguard in. Let's see here. What else are we doing? So he's niggled. I think he still gets to stay. I think he still gets to stay, at least for now. But I think there's no reason keeping this guy when we have the money to replace him. So we'll get another Imperial Retainer lineman. But yeah, this hurts. And obviously losing the guard bodyguard like sucks, because guard is a big part of like our battle plan. So next game is gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting to see how that goes. But I think that is the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you once again everybody for the raiders and all of the streamers who came in with the raiders. Hope you enjoyed watching me struggle mightily against whatever opponent you managed to watch me play against. Hope at least some of you were enticed or at least intrigued by the idea of OCC. As I said, again, it's a great league. I heartily recommend it for those of you who might think that they have the time and willingness to play in a league format. And even if you don't joining this season, you might join in next season. There's absolutely every season there's going to be new signups in there and new blood coming in, hopefully. So, even if you don't have the time now, keep it in the back of your mind in case you have time later. But with that, we are definitely going to be looking at if there's any other Blood Bowl going on, and we're going to be sending a raid because, you know, sending good things forward is how we want to do it in the Blood Bowl community, even if we also foul each other to death a lot of the time, but it's all in good fun, hopefully. But yeah, as I always say, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.